Hello and good morning from Guatemala City, the capital of Guatemala. And I just came here last night, and today I'm going to explore the city of Antigua, the old city, so to say. But it's not old city inside of the capital, it's a city nearby. And I just wanted to show you, first of all, this cool Airbnb. Just take a look at this ceiling right there, and the doors and the glasses here, and yeah, pretty much everything about it. I think it's pretty cool. It looks a bit like a palace, you know? So I don't know what exactly is this place. I mean, what it used to be, why it looks like that, but it's a cool colonial style and I like it. So now I'm gonna order my taxi and go straight to Antigua. Let's go. Some streets of Guatemala City for you guys, right here. So I'm waiting for my taxi, for the bike actually. Should arrive any moment. Yeah. 2 minutes. Eric, where are you, Eric? So situation here with the traffic can be quite intense, but I think in a moto it's better. So that's my hope right now. And also the time, it's 10:30, so I guess most people are already at work, the ones that had to get to work. So it would not be much of a problem to get around now. I assume so. Buenos días, Eric. Okay. Alexander, sí. ¿Yo necesito también una casco o no?
No.
Está bien, está bien. Ok. No sé, es mi primera vez entonces. Acá.
Oh,
Es mi primer día también.
¿Ah,
o sea.
sí?
Sí. Yo llegué ayer, pero en la noche, así que no he visto nada.
Ay, qué madre.
Sí, yo...
¿Pi?
¿Cómo?
¿Pi?
Ah, oh, perdón. Se me olvidó. Perdón, vamos a ver. Pin 0397.
Where are you from?
Where I'm from?
Huh?
Yo soy ruso y yo vivo hace 9 años en Alemania. Sí, ahora recorriendo Centroamérica. Yo estuve en El Salvador, estuve en Honduras y ayer llegué desde Honduras por acá. Y ahora voy, yo creo que yo llegué al punto donde, más o menos, de donde salen los buses hacia Antigua, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Sí, ok. Porque yo no pude elegir exactamente este lugar, yo elegí algo cerca. Sí, pero bueno, vamos a ver. ¿Y usted es de acá?
Sí, voy acá.
Ah, qué bueno.
¿Te habla bien el español?
Gracias. But you also speak English? You speak English?
No.
A little bit, okay. Okay. Sí, me han dicho que Antigua es muy bonito, por eso yo elegí como el primer día ir por allá.
Sí, es bien bonito.
Pero ayer, cuando yo llegué a las 10 de la noche, el portero me dijo, ya no sale usted por favor a la calle porque está peligroso. Pero yo quería ir a buscar comida, él me dijo que no. Pero yo normalmente no tengo problema, pero bueno, yo pensé, bueno, voy a pedir comida online. Pero creo que acá es más o menos está bien en esta zona. Porque hay mucha policía.
¿Uber Eats podría pedir por...
¿Permiso?
¿Uber Eats?
¿Uber Eats? Uber Eats, sí, yo pedí por Uber Eats, sí. Porque pedidos ya no funcionan, no acepta mi tarjeta, no sé por qué. Así que me toca pedir por Uber Eats, pero está bien. Pero ahora, hoy voy a comer algo, digamos, más típico, creo, allá en Antigua. Sí. Lo que me interesa, la comida y la gastronomía es lo que me gusta. Sí, me interesa mucho. También me gusta mucho la historia antigua. Yo estuve en Copan Ruinas, en Honduras ahora. Antes estuve en Machu Picchu, en Perú. Así que me interesan muchas cosas, de verdad.
Machu Picchu.
Sí.
Bonito.
Sí, ¿usted ha estado? ¿Ha visitado?
No, Machu
¿No?
Picchu no.
Ah.
Ya pronto.
Ok.
Qué bonito. Vale
Sí,
la pena.
es muy lindo allá. Y Copan Ruinas también me gustaban. Estuvo muy lindo.
¿Y la comida qué tal de Perú? Dicen que es buena.
De Perú, sí, pero estuve ya hace 2 años que estuve allá. Pero sí, ceviche, por ejemplo, lomo saltado, lo que se come por allá, más de todo. Sí, es bueno. Se dice que es una de las comidas, las cocinas mejores del mundo, se dice así, pero creo que es una cosa subjetiva también, depende de la persona. Lo que gusta a uno no le gusta a otro. A mí me gusta sushi, por ejemplo, con pescado crudo. Eso en Latinoamérica no es tan popular. O sea, yo tengo unos amigos latinos y la mayoría dice que eso no les gusta. Les gusta más, digamos,
sushi frito. A mí no me gusta sushi frito. Y ahora en Honduras yo he notado que se come mucha comida frita y a mí es como no es lo mío, digamos. Acá yo creo que es menos. Acá es, no sé, lo que yo comí ayer era como carne, como se dice, desmechada o algo así. Estaba mejor para mí. En este sentido, sí. ¿Perdón? Pescado crudo se me gusta, salmón. ¿A usted le gusta o no? No. No es tan común comer pescado crudo acá, ¿verdad? Se me gusta así como la forma japonesa, como los japoneses lo comen. Sí.
Y es saludable.
Sí, bueno, así dicen, sí. Y acá ahora casi no hay tráfico, ahora está bien.
A esta hora no.
Sí.
Más tarde sí.
Y también con un moto es mejor.
Ah, sí, es verdad.
¿Y usted ya trabaja así en Uber hace muchos años o...? ¿Cuándo? 2 years ago. Okay. So you have been working for 2 years as a moto driver. Nice. And you were born here. Naciste acá, en esta ciudad. Okay. Okay. Es que yo no sé mucho sobre Guatemala. De verdad, yo no tengo mucho conocimiento sobre el país. Yo sé unas cosas claramente como sobre Centroamérica como tal, por lo general, pero Guatemala no sé mucho. Pero se nota que la gente se ve diferente de lo que yo he visto en Honduras, por ejemplo. Por ejemplo, en las caras yo he notado que hay más gente rubia acá, por ejemplo. Rubia, o como gente blanca, digamos, europea. No sé por qué, o quizás son extranjeros, yo no sé.
No, sí hay, depende de la zona, depende del lugar. Hay gente blanca, gente morena.
Sí, pero en Honduras no se ve casi, o así como rubio, digamos, casi no hay. En Honduras o El Salvador casi no hay. Acá yo he visto ya mucho, digamos.
Donde sí hay un montón de rubios, en Zacapa, Yapa, en esos lugares.
Ah, ok.
Acá en Guatemala hay un montón de rubios. En Antigua hay muchos extranjeros.
Ah, ok, extranjeros, sí. Hay también lo que he notado que hay muchos como voluntarios que vienen de Estados Unidos, eso. Sí. Wow, qué cool se ven los buses. Esos son los buses también que van por Antigua. Ah, ok. Qué chévere. Yeah, take a look at these buses, guys, here. It looks so cool. Ay, muchas gracias, Eric, ¿verdad?
Yes.
Muchas gracias, un placer.
¿Cómo aparece
En YouTube, Alex,
Vamos a
yo
ver.
puedo dar también canal si usted quiere.
Sí.
Y puedo dar para que ve
Me interesa.
cómo me
I like
encuentra.
it.
Gracias.
You like football? No.
No, football not so much,
No.
not so much. You like it. You like football.
Okay.
Okay. Alex, space, o sea, explores. No. Sin X, P, L, O, R, I, S. No. I, S, sí, exactamente. Vamos a ver dónde salgo. Sí, aquí soy yo. Ok, muchas gracias, ya. Casi 7 en 100. Muchas gracias, Eric. Un placer. Acá son los buses, ¿verdad? Ok. Thank you very much, Eric. Thank you. Buenos días, señor. Usted es de bus, conductor. Antigua. ¿Cuánto cuesta? 20. Gracias. Ok, vamos a ver. Let's go, guys. Okay, so we have there the food also. The guys ladies selling the food. And these buses, they look like the school buses, I think. They call them chicken bus, if I'm not mistaken right now. I think so. Yeah. So let's go. And it costs 20, so it costs like 2.5, I would say. Okay. cuesta 20, ¿verdad?
Pero, del Vito.
Ok, no. ¿Qué es cuesta 20?
¿No?
Cuesta, el pasaje cuesta 20, ¿verdad?
No, es el kilómetro a dónde va.
Ah, que Antigua.
Ah.
¿Antigua?
Sí, ese va para Antigua.
No, por Antigua 20 entonces.
No, en teoría sí, le vale el pasaje para Antigua, le vale 20.
Ok, gracias, amigo.
No tenga pena,
Gracias.
mi amigo.
Gracias. ¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Ah?
¿Cómo te llamas?
Joseph.
Joseph, Alex. Placer, Joseph.
Joseph en English.
You speak English?
Ah, huevo.
Okay, very good.
O sea, que va para Antigua entonces.
Sí, para conocer. ¿Y usted qué va a hacer en Antigua?
No, yo me quedo más alto.
Ah, ok. ¿Dónde vive? ¿Usted vive allá?
Sí, cabal, ahí vivo.
Ok.
Llega.
Well guys, take a look at that. We arrived at Antigua and right there you see the volcano. It's huge. I didn't expect it to be that big actually. I didn't do much research. I know there is a volcano, but I didn't know it's that big. And look, the top is above the clouds, so you cannot even see the top right now. At least not today. Amazing. And it's not super hot. It's maybe 26, 27 degrees, which is something I'm used to now at this point. And in the capital, I would say it's today in the morning it was even a bit cold. Even at night it was 15 degrees maybe, so it surprised me quite a lot. But okay, due to the location, I guess, high up. I just realized that I came on a day when the museums are closed because it's Monday, so most of the museums are closed. But who the hell needs museums if you can just go and see something outside, right? You can see the things without going inside of the museums. Let's go. But first I want to tell you something about the history of this city and why it is so important and why so many people come here also. So it used to be Guatemala's capital for over 200 years and it was founded in 1543. It was actually the third capital of Guatemala after Ixinche and Ciudad Vieja. And for over 2 centuries it was the economical and political and cultural center capital of Guatemala. It was cold, so this country here, let's say, so actually it was not just the capital of Guatemala as we know it now, it was the capital and religious center, economical political center of Captaincy General of Guatemala, which ruled most of Central America, which now is divided into several different countries. And the volcano you've just seen, guys, it actually destroyed, no, not volcano, no. So the city was devastated by the Santa Marta earthquake that took place in 1773. But luckily we still have the old buildings here which we can see and observe and enjoy. So what you see here, guys, is the Convento de las Capuchinas, as they call it. It is one of the most well-preserved and fascinating convents from the colonial era. And it was founded in 1736. It was the first convent in Guatemala that allowed women from poor families to become nuns without requiring a dowry. Let's see if we can go inside and see it from the inside. Yes, it is open. Buenos días.
Buenos días. Buenos días.
40. Ok. ¿Se puede grabar vídeo también dentro?
Sí.
¿Está bien? Ok. 40, por favor. Extranjero no centroamericano, extranjero europeo. Gracias.
Bienvenido, adelante.
Muchas gracias. Por acá, ¿verdad?
Por acá.
Gracias. Okay. Take a look at this ticket, guys. It's huge. And even give the information here about different places, and there is a map also which we can follow. Yeah. So everything very spontaneous, as you can tell. So that's how I am. I just go, I see, and I go inside if I can go. If not, well, that's life. Take a look at these guys. So here we have the garden, or the main square, let's say, in the convent. Let me tell you something a bit more about this place. So unlike other convents, Capuchinas had small individual cells for the nuns, which were arranged in a circular pattern around the central courtyard. So we are here right now in the central courtyard. And we see the cells. We'll go inside now. We'll see them all around here. In this unique tower-like structure is still one of its most striking features today. And it even survived the 1773 earthquake I mentioned before. So, good for us, I guess. Also beneath the convent is a mysterious so-called underground chamber that still intrigues historians. Some believe it was used for spiritual retreats, meditation, or even acoustic experiments. Wow, interesting. Let's see. Okay, there are the offices also. So it's still functioning to a certain extent, maybe as a museum, so there are museum workers there in the offices. But let's see, I would go first. Yeah, see here the offices. I think people working maybe on the restoration or exploration. But let's go one after another. There's a parlor right here, locutorio. Wow, guys, take a look at that. Wow. Wow. Take a look here. There's a hidden door. I mean, not so hidden after all, but I don't even see where you would open it. I don't see any handle, but I guess those ones here were used to pick it up, or maybe from this side here. I don't know, but you tell me, guys, if you know what it is, what it was used for. But maybe it's the way to those chambers where they were practicing, while doing some ceremonies and also experimenting with the sound, as one of the theories says. I don't know why nobody comes here. I don't see anyone here. Let's go to the next room. It's like a library, an office. Not much to see there.
That's the office. Sometimes I get lost in the offices and the actual place you can visit. Burial Cripta de Entierros. You cannot go all the way inside, but you can see something. There's someone laying there, but obviously not a real person. So this was the temple, the crypt of the temple of the Capuchinos, right here. But maybe I would assume there is someone underneath. There's obviously a doll on the top, but underneath there may be someone. Interesting. So most of it done, as to my knowledge, of the Christian religion and different denominations as such. The crypt was used for the people that were saints or especially important for the church. A beautiful fountain.
Mira, uno lo ve così, pero al matinare è importante para no mezclarlo.
Okay. I'm gonna go there. Can I come here? Take a look at this old stairs also. All preserved. I would imagine that it got destroyed over years a lot, especially during the earthquake, but good for us that it's still there. There are people working here. Or two, many people working here. I don't know what exactly they do, if they take care of the site as such, do some investigations, or some government officials, I don't know, or church officials. I don't know exactly. Okay, so from here we come to the other space. So we have here the 3 mortars that the nuns were using. Permiso. Baños, toilets. Even next to the toilets there would be columns. We can look at that. Okay, now we come to these ruins here. Wow. Guys, take a look at that. Are you scared yet? Should we go inside or rather not? What would you say? I would say let's go. Oh, it's getting cold. It's really chill in here. That's right, guys. They say it's a part of your culture. Respect it. Do not. No. It says here, it's a part of your culture. Show yours. Do not. By not drawing on the walls. A good advice. Indeed. But it doesn't say here what exactly this place is. But it's pretty damn cold here. It's like, I don't know, 12 degrees here, 15 maybe. So it kind of reminds me of the Babylon, actually. Oh, the Babylon obviously is much older, but because it's so empty, that's why it feels like it, kind of. Let's take a look here. There's a garden. pretty big. I didn't expect that. Anyways, in a way, let me tell you a bit more about this place also. No, there's not much to say. Okay, let's just go. So this place is basically 300 years old. So I would say for 300 years, it's still in a pretty good condition considering that it survived the earthquake in 1773. Actually bad luck for it because the earthquake took place 30 years after this place was erupted. And now it has been 270 years after the earthquake and it's still standing. So there was no earthquake, I would assume, afterwards. It's like a labyrinth, like in Greece. Okay, there's no pass through there. Let's go here. Okay, so this here is actually the courtyard, the main courtyard. So they had their rooms right here, cells right here. So you see there a doll of a nun, and that's how she would live there. Probably put a Bible there on the table. Maybe it would look a bit different back in the days, but I don't see the bed there, just a bench. Anyway, that's pretty much how the cells looked like. I think that's one of them. When you can enter, yeah, that's clearly pretty small. 7 square meters or something. That must be the toilet the nun was using. So yeah, everyone was living in the same kind of rooms. Here you have again more of a restored room where you see a bit more. Yeah, that was the toilet, definitely. But in general, the design was the same. A bit darker here. Yeah, maybe not all are the same. Look, it is also much higher here. Maybe that was not a cell. I don't know, maybe it was a special one. No, I think it was a cell because again we see the toilet. Non-toilet. That's where I came from, I guess. So I would actually go here. Here's the shower, guys. So that's where they would take shower. Bath, I mean not shower as such, but bathroom. So they would fill those holes here with water. One over there and one over here. And take a bath. And here you see how the sewage system is working. So here you have the hole. So I guess it was coming all the way from the bathrooms, because bathrooms were... maybe not. Anyway, from the hole here, it would come right here and then enter the hole right there, which was connected to the sewage system. I don't like to complain about stuff, but one thing I don't get is why people do this. So why would you write on a wall so old and ancient, which has a cultural meaning? What's the point? Who cares about your love relationship here in a old building that has such a big importance, cultural importance and historical importance? Yeah. Grow up, people, please.